Hey there, my name's Larissa. I'll be working with Lauren and we're going to be doing a face massage. Let's get started. If you don't have time to watch this right now, just save it to your watch later and I'll see you then. So oftentimes you don't even have to use a lot of oil on your client's face. You probably, if this is the very end of your massage, you probably have more than enough on your hands already. You might even want to wipe them off a little bit. And so, yeah, why don't we start with the forehead? So you can place your thumbs right at her third eye, and you want to use the pads of your thumbs to push down just gently, and you're gonna pull that tissue up back towards the scalp. You might even see the muscle tissue of her forehead moving up a little bit, like she was raising her eyebrows in surprise. But you just want to keep that drag. You can keep it slow. This is probably the very end of the massage. They're super relaxed. And work on the face is just so, something about it is just really special and sweet. So just take your time and be confident that they're enjoying it. I like to do a sunburst on the forehead, so that's how I do these lines. So this next line from the third eye, I'm gonna come out more like in a V shape, doing the same thing, just dragging back, kind of headed towards what would be like a widow's peak on somebody's scalp. And if you take your time, you'll find areas of tension. You'll find areas that you can hang out in. So I'm taking an even wider V now, headed towards the corners of her scalp. And this next one, again, even wider, and you see that I'm changing my hand position as I go. Just whatever's gonna work. You don't have to be too shy about touching the face. Again, it's very sweet and it's very nice, so don't worry about it too much. So yeah, so we're going more out to the sides. We're actually kind of going to the temples now. Kind of a nice segue into some temple work. So in this instance, I'm dragging the tissue now down towards the ears. I feel like I could spend a lot of time there. But so at the temples, of course you can take the tissue in a variety of directions. You could push it back up towards the center line of the face. I'm working fairly deeply. It feels effective. It feels called for in this instance. You could push the tissue down towards the chin. And you could push it up towards the top of the head. In my experience, it all feels good. I'm not sure that pushing directly towards the brain is something that feels good, but you could do it real gently. You can do some circles here. Take them one direction. and then take them the other. So from here, we're gonna make our way onto the muscles of the jaw. So the temples are right above the cheekbones. Right at the back of the cheekbones, close to the ear, is where you're gonna find the very top of the jaw muscles. And this is a great place to hang. It's you can feel it. It's bony. You can kind of feel where the muscle tissue is just starting, where the tendon of the masseter muscle is. So this is going to be where the TMJ is, the temporomandibular joint. So yeah, so in this case, I'm using my index finger. I'm right below that cheekbone. I'm right below the bony parts of the TMJ. I'm in the tissue area, and I'm pushing in towards the center of the head. And this feels really good. It's really nice to get some space in the TMJ. And why don't we do a little movement just right here? So Lauren, can you open your mouth? Awesome. Now open a little wider. Beautiful. And come all the way back. Oh, close your mouth. Wonderful. And we'll do a couple more movements. Open again. Swing your jaw as much as you can over to the right. Nice. And now take it as far as you can over to the left. Awesome. Back to center and close. So you as the therapist are just trying to remain consistent with your pressure as she moves. You want to be creating a pin and stretch sensation. So you are the pin. You're relatively stubborn there, holding down the fort as the client moves. We'll do just one more thing. I'm gonna have to change my hands a little bit. For this one, I actually want to be pushing that tissue down towards the ears. So you just want to come up a little higher and then pull down. And Lauren, can I have you protract your chin up to the ceiling? Exactly. And come back. Let's do that one more time. Open your mouth first, and then protract your chin up towards the ceiling. Good, and come back down and relax. That one's a challenging one because often when you ask clients to do it, they'll move their entire head. They don't know that they can actually separate the chin like that. It's not that they don't know that they can do it, they just can't believe that you're asking them to do something so silly. But that's what you want them to do. You want them to give themselves an underbite looking face so that you can get the stretch. Okay, so that's enough time there. So let's move on to the length of the masseter muscle. So it's just gonna be all from that TMJ joint down to the back of the chin bone. So just find that muscle with your fingertips. You're moving in the direction of the muscle fibers, just working to lengthen it. And working to kind of find it from different sides, seeing how much of it you can feel. And like you did up at the temples, you can move this tissue around in a variety of ways. Why don't we just take some circles? And then we'll transition from there to work along the chin. I'm going to start right at the very center of the chin. I'm grabbing from underneath and also from above. I'm gonna contact, squeeze a little bit. This starts a little lymphatic drainage actually. Little pressure, you don't want to grip too hard for this. And you're gonna pull down the length of the chin. Just stretching that tissue. You may not make it all the way to the very back of the chin bone, and that is fine. You might want to lighten your pressure in that case. If your pressure's too hard and you're dragging away here, that might be a little bit much for your client. So be gentle. So we were working with the thumbs right below the lower lip for that move. We're gonna move to right above the upper lip, right below the nostrils. It's just right towards the center. Gonna kind of push down here. We're working the roots of the front two teeth. So just doing like a little massage there. Again, encourages some lymphatic drainage and feels really nice. So you want to push, you want to drag down, and then spread out. And you'll find more teeth roots as you go. You can just kind of work them all out. It's like you're brushing them very sweetly. So once you're done, we can then move on to kind of more the sinuses. So you can warm up this area with a little massage. I'm just doing some circles, encouraging a little life in those nasal passages. And we're just gonna kind of trace these lines underneath the orbitals of the eyes. So why don't we start from here? So we're gonna start from the inner corners of the eyebrows. We're gonna work down the bridge of the nose, go around and underneath the orbitals of the eyes. And we're just going to continue that back up to the temples. And we can just make big circles like that. Lightly coming through again. And this will be super relaxing for your clients. They're going to love it. I'll show you one more thing. So, maybe two. So, from here, we're just gonna work the nose. I'm working the right side of the nose. And then the left side of the nose. You want to do one side at a time so that they can breathe through the other side. This is surprisingly helpful at relieving congestion, even though it's super silly. And it's really nice. It's really nice. Your client will like it. And you can do one right down the center too. I actually did learn this at lymphatic massage workshop. They do this. It's serious. Okay. So, last but not least, we're going to close the face by placing both palms over the face. Got my thumbs right at the nose. We've got the nose showing. Just let your hands rest there. Just let them feel the warmth of your hands. Their sinuses will love you. Sometimes people are very dry in their sinuses, so just give them a little heat and humidity. It's really nice. Let them breathe. And then bring them back to life. All right. So that's going to be our face massage for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more, head on over to our Patreon. See you there!
Join us for 14 and 30-day programs, hour-long classes, and much more on our yoga app, Yoga Plus by PsycheTruth. It's free to download and features a variety of wellness content, including yoga, fitness, Pilates, guided meditations, and interviews with dozens of wellness experts.